They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
First half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
The score, Bills 14. Washington 7.
Oh, they get the ball back too, eh?
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 71 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And his throw is incomplete. Charlie Warner, the tight end, the intended target. And it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Oh, come on, man.
One there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Charlie Warner, incomplete. It leads to second.
To throw again. Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes Diggs. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he finds Tyler
Oh,
Croft.
come on, for fuck's sakes.
And he'll
Come
take it
on,
into
for
the end
fuck's
zone
sakes.
for a
Fuck you.
Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Croft, 60 yards.
Come
and the
on.
Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the
Jesus
game, and then
fucking
bam,
Christ.
they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum would seemingly have shifted the other direction. Thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Jesus
Picked up by
fucking
Jordan
Christ.
Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Like,
And
what
he
the
knocks it
fuck,
through.
man?
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. 23 yards on the play.
Washington.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's
Fuck.
going to be swallowed up.
Come on.
At the 45-yard line. And Oliver able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 48.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Robinson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
31-yard line.
59, Mike, check, 59.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And some room to roam now. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Switch up.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down and 1.
Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start difficulty if you can and select replay challenge and give it another go.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We jump into this challenge in quarter number 1 with over a minute left. You're down a field goal. Your opponent has the football on their 35-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Check three.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Washington 13. Washington 10.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Peterson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Maybe he's playing possum.
Maybe, maybe.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. Yeah, the Bills, cats are all over me. Captain's trying to fend them off. The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants to be at the newspaper. Captain, aren't there similarities? I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge starts in the fourth quarter with just 30 seconds remaining. You're only down 3 points, but you're in the red zone. Second and goal. And the offense gets set here now for a second and goal. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Got a picture for you, Redskin.
If it's a fucking dick pic, I don't want it.
Maybe. And someone was murdered, now I investigate it. You like boobies? And there's your boobies. And a vagina picture.
Boobies.
And the funny thing is, my character is like hovering over her right now.
Sad sack, lost his temper, and probably wouldn't have. You a suspect, Rusty? Watch your mouth, Mel. All I'm saying is you got enough to do without me going. The only person talk me through it. I have two of my finest investigators on footprints, which seem to be from bringing down the sword of justice.
L.A. Noir.
Boobies!
Are the cases difficult to solve?
No, just sometimes
Hey folks,
getting
it's
the
the
people
coach
to
here.
talk.
Welcome back for
and,
another exciting
investigate,
matchup in Madden
interrogating
Ultimate Team.
people.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden
Yeah,
Ultimate Team.
it's
That'll be
just
taken about a
trying to
yard
get
deep.
information out of people.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
So I go
What
on
I enjoyed
YouTube
this week is that you
and,
asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty
go
positive
to
story, wasn't it?
YouTube
Yeah, and really what I took
look
away
up
from
what
that is
those
just how it has
do.
permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to
I go
wins.
on YouTube
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to throw now on first down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Ronald Jones,
Holy
first carry
fuck.
for the USC man. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
7 yards, the pickup there. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
This is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
I was just about to tackle somebody right at the goal line. He fucking dove and dove right over me. I'm playing
They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the
Ultimate
tone,
Team
you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard,
challenge.
isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum, but you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Takes it at the 7. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Oh, you fucker.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 1st and 10. It's Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
36-yard
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Jackson will throw again. And this one's incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And it's 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. To throw again is Jackson.
Oh, you
Under
fuckers.
pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
This is definitely
Give a
ultimate
sack to
team,
Jerome
man. Holy
Baker.
fuck.
So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
No, fucking
Maybe
get
the
fucking
big
whooped.
guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
A gain of 4.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
42-yard line.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first
About to get
down.
my ass
6
whooped.
yards. And a Brooklyn first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught.
Holy fuck, I can't
Touchdown.
stop these fucking guys.
Tyler Higbee. In the
Just
final
can't
seconds
stop
of the
these
first
fucking
half.
guys.
And his
Holy
guys are
fuck.
going to add on to their lead.
lining up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away from the 6. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To throw is Jackson. Going deep here for Landry. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That's it for the... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Washington, nothing.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as
Oh,
you
you
mentioned,
fucker.
had the halftime, had to stew about
Can't
it a
even
little
make
bit.
a pass against
Maybe
this
he'll have a
ultimate
chance to
team.
relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
Oh, you fucker. It was right
They
in
were
his
looking for
fucking
him in the
hand.
third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCann. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, that was dangerous.
Jackson's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's second down and
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise.
Oh, I couldn't get rid of the fucking ball. I just kept pump faking, fuck it, about 3 times right in a row. Fuck, got sacked.
Second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the...
And he is into the end zone.
I actually got a touchdown against this fucking team.
A 20-yard touchdown. And Washington able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Fucking quarterback scrambles for fucking 30 yards.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets,
Fuck you,
he's going to
Culpepper.
really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Back now at FedEx Field,
With the score,
as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Kane. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Roughing the passer. Fuck off. I fucking hit him as he threw the fucking ball.
Quarter personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will
Fuck
take
off.
this one in for a
Fucking his
touchdown.
ultimate team ever. Fucking hard to handle. Holy
These
fuck,
guys
man.
Find a way to stretch that lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside.
Washington.
Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Again, Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Fourth down.
That's to his running back, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's got some space here. And he's
Jesus Christ. The receiver gets the pass, runs about 5 yards. I fucking went to tackle him. He stopped dead in his tracks. I landed at his feet. He jumped over me, ran it in for a touchdown. Holy fuck. That was fucking crazy.
You got to feel good about your chances.
I'll be glad when this one's done.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Oh, fuck off.
Jackson cannot
Fucking my defense just letting him walk in like
Jerome Baker in there to take him down. And
skip by my fucking defenders. Holy fuck. La-di-da-di-da,
Unfortunately, no win on
da-da-da.
this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge.
Holy fuck, that was hard. Holy fuck, that's all I've been saying all fucking last fucking week.
That's what she said.
Whoa. Shit.
Tackle, do as bitch.
Absolute jungle.
Trophy.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it'll be second down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
Allow me a second here to gush because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season. And he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They're going to run this with a tight end.
Oh!
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I made a stupid move. I could have just dove or fucking sprinted over the goal line. I fucking hit the wrong button, did a spin, got stopped.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Davis, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Charlie Werner there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Hilton on the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10. At their own.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To number 13.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And a Brooklyn 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
2nd and 15. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into
Holy fuck,
territory.
this ultimate team, man. Holy
16
fuck.
yards, a 1st down.
Nice job there. Utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
There on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 38 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise. To me, that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brooklyn.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
To Deion Kane.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And that is incomplete.
Holy fuck, how you doing, Kuck?
Hi guys, how are you?
How you and your son feeling?
We're good.
Good.
Good. What do you guys been doing?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I'm playing Madden right now.
Madden.
Madden 21, yeah.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news.
I've got golf too.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And his guys have got it back at the first half.
They were on sale.
They'll take over first.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
PGA Tour
All that remains
21.
is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of
I'm having a hard time with that one though.
Hang on, we'll jump over halftime.
Yeah.
So much for our Leafs, eh, Joe?
Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the
so much for our Leafs, huh?
This will be fielded inside the 5.
I'm rooting for the Islanders now. They're red.
Pass midfield, look out. Still going past
They red?
the 30.
Hey, hang on.
And he'll break
Holy fuck! Woo! Opening kickoff of the second half. I ran her all the way back.
Still trying to get back to their seats from the
I'm
concession
rooting for
stand.
the Islanders now.
Hang on.
We got points on